Catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.
It's CruiseCtrl. I just love that voice that comes out when CruiseCtrl. I don't know. Just kidding around. I know you've heard it several times, but it never made an impression, right? But it does make an impression for me every single time. CruiseCtrl. Just want you to relax, and of course we'll go through the tech updates for today, February 21st, 2023. It's Tuesday, and by the way, a lot of things happening in the tech world, and of course we're definitely going to be checking one of the biggest tech city in the world. I recently just came across the city and I thought this would be lovely for us to talk about. And for those of you who don't know Valencia, you'll be able to at least get a bit of information about it and look at how they've built their own Silicon Valley in just a short amount of time. And of course, we're looking at Africa, how Africa can also have their own Silicon Valley, and of course, hoping that we get our unicorn soon. All our torchlights and radars are out to see what's going to be our first unicorn. Also looking at Hong Kong, they are desiring to be the crypto hub with new regulations. Also, TikTok launching a creator fund called the Creator Program in Beta. Got a lot of things to talk about today, and these are great news coming up. Yesterday, I talked about how Bolt is opening positions for people. So in case you missed that, I will be calling out those positions and location also, so you can dust your CV and send it over. Aside that, we've got a lot of great music to play for you, and TED Talks also. We like to keep you informed. 100% tech all the way 24/7, and of course a lot of great programs. You can also follow us on our social media platform at ATech Radio on Instagram and Africa Tech Radio on Twitter and Facebook. I know we've had a lot of conversations in the past around how this TikTok is changing everything, and lately is the chatbot conversation, and now there are so many things. What's happening with money talks also for the next few hours, so stay around, and of course let's have a jolly good Tuesday on the show. For now, let's enjoy Body and Soul by Joe Boy. Things that never existed few years ago is the crypto bubble, guys. Never existed. But right now, a lot of people have actually come up as millionaires from the crypto bubble. I mean, there's been a wave of crypto traders, investors, influencers, marketers. I mean, it's a whole industry on its own. The blockchain system, which is decentralized system, has helped people become millionaires. And right now, in certain countries like the US, there's been state regulation to curb the activities of crypto investors and traders. And while this is going on, a lot of people are looking for areas that support crypto trading, investment, and exchange transactions and all of that stuff. Also in China, there's a ban on crypto transactions, so it's not allowed in China. So now Hong Kong, which is on the other side of China, has given space for people who are into Web3, into crypto, NFTs, and all of that stuff to come in and trade. I think this is as a result of trying not to let the Chinese people go out. They just wanted to keep everything within the area. There are speculations that China is probably using Hong Kong as an experiment to see what the boom and what the pros and cons is going to be like. Since the China's clamped down on crypto trading, which is to protect individual investors from activities such as bankruptcy and layoff of the global crypto industry, the money and talents in China. But I mean, if you're looking for tech talents right now, if you look at China, they have like the largest number of tech talents coming up daily. And there's a tech crypto burst right now in China. It's also hard to imagine Beijing just sitting down watching all of this happen while they've really not actually tapped into this. But Hong Kong, which is like a financial hub, is now becoming a laboratory for China policy makers, because there's a ban in China for crypto trading or transaction. So they're trying to see what's the blockchain potential with this Web3 techies. So what's the proposal by Hong Kong? It's saying that decentralized virtual currency exchanges would now be operating in the city, but then they have to get a license for them to have their marketing services in the territory. So the requirement is cover key areas for such as safe custody of assets, know your clients, conflict of interest, cybersecurity, accounting and auditing, risk management, anti-money laundering or counter financing of terrorism, and prevention of market misconduct. So this is to ensure suitability of both the client and token admission. These regulatory requirements are open for consultation from March 31st, and the new licensing regime will take effect on June 1. I'm sure right now those techies in China, in Asian countries are looking at Hong Kong, and it's definitely going to become like a crypto hub, and China just want to see if it's going to flourish. But I know anywhere crypto guys are given permission and license to transact is definitely going to boom. So Hong Kong has extended support for virtual assets like the Bitcoin, Ether, NFTs, all of those stuff, and they've given their permission for them to carry out the exchange and transactions. So good luck to all Web3 investors, techies. I think this is a good one for people in that region. I'm sure. There's also a whole lot of money on the table to be made. Yay. So all the best, guys. What's happening with TikTok? You know how TikTok has also given permission for creators to make money. Every platform now is like a money-making platform. So social media is not just a waste your time app, it's now a money-making app. So whatever social media platform you're on right now, you should look at means where you can utilize every opportunity there. Maybe it's creators economy, creators gig, creators money, dollars, anything that is on the table. Do not leave money on the table, guys. So TikTok launches a revamped creator fund called the Creativity Program in beta, announcing it today that they are launching the beta version of revamped creator fund called the Creativity Program. TikTok says the program is designed to generate higher revenue and unlock more opportunities for creators. The program is also available starting from today, February 21st, to select creators on an invite-only basis with availability to all eligible creators. Given the program is still in the early stage, TikTok declines to reveal specifics about the amount of money that it has allocated for the program. So there's money on the table, guys, but TikTok is not telling us how much. Is it in millions and billions? Let us know. But definitely there's money on the table for TikTokers, especially the creators that are well recognized. So I know there are so many TikTokers in Africa right now that are so popular and famous. So right now, all you have to do is just go on TikTok and check what the Creator Fund is all about. It's called the Creativity Program. I mean, we're going to put this news up on our social media because we don't want our creators to be left behind in Africa. So while this is going on right now, it is a good deal. Go get that money. You put a whole lot of effort, investment into creating your content. So why not make money? The company is also saying that it's developed this new program based on feedback from creators on its current earning opportunities, including its Creators Fund. The fund, which rewards creator for popular video, it was launched in 2020 with a $1 billion commitment over 3 years. Its model has been criticized by creators who have complained about low payouts, with some saying they earned a few dollars for videos that got millions of views. You know, I understand what they're saying, because sometimes there are so many creators out there, hundreds of thousands of creators, if not millions right now, and getting pay from this TikTok is a new app. it's barely 5 years. You get what I mean? It's barely 5 years. So it's not going to pay out as much as YouTube. YouTube has been through tested time. So they've seen all weathers and seasons, and they can boldly pay their creators a handsome amount of money. So creators on TikTok are feeling like it's not fair. They're not getting good amount of money from their content. So TikTok has actually acknowledged this concern and launched this new program, which is the Creator Fund. This fund is going to offer a higher average gross revenue for qualified video views with the new program, but didn't provide specific about what the payments could actually look like for the creator. So gather your views together and more views with your content, and of course you are going to be a potential candidate for this fund. I'm sure it's going to be reasonable if they've listened to your concern and they are willing to look into it and money is on the table. Don't snooze, guys. Don't snooze so you don't lose the money. This is Cruise Control. My name is Bookii, bringing you all the tech news update, and of course I want to play this song by Wizkid, Blessed, because that's how I'm feeling right now. I love to talk about money and opportunities. That's how I'm feeling right now. It's a beautiful world out there, and tech is making it more beautiful by creating gaps and opportunity for people to make money, bridging the gaps. I mean, speaking about not leaving any money on table, Elon Musk is definitely not leaving any cash on the table. And that goes to say that Twitter is going to remove the 2FA, that is the text message two-factor authentication, from any account that does not pay for it. So if you don't have that Bluebird subscription on your social media page on Twitter, you're definitely not going to be getting the text message two-factor authentication. You know that text message maybe when you're trying to log into your Twitter account, maybe from another device, maybe your laptop, another phone. Twitter is not going to send that text notification for you to be able to log in with ease. So right now, it's definitely also going to leave your page or your login detail open, meaning that no security is guaranteed for you. It's definitely just looking, I think all of this is looking at ways it can actually get money from Twitter user. So if your Twitter password is easy to guess, or if you use the same one for multiple websites or services, you have two options right now. Either you subscribe to Twitter Blue by paying the $8 per month, or use a different service that allows you to use strong two-factor authentication to protect your Twitter account without paying a cent to Twitter. So there are several app-based two-factor authentication solutions, including the Google Authenticator, Duo, or Authy, which are secured because the code never leaves your device. Elon Musk is looking for ways he can actually make money with Twitter. And I wouldn't lie, I'm impressed by this development. Twitter has been the least money generating platform when it comes to social media world. They don't make money from the users, and they have millions of people, and people tend to be quite opinionated, sharing threads, having a back and forth. There's educational purpose, there's video sharing, it's a whole lot of things. There's also another place where you can actually have a community. It's called the Twitter Spaces. So all of this should be able to, it's a whole lot of features on Twitter, and paying for it, I mean $8 per month is really no breezy. But then Africans tend to calculate their currency against the dollar rate, so I can imagine how that sounds, paying that kind of amount per month. But then this instruction from Twitter is definitely going to make people think about either paying or looking for means where they can get their authentication sorted out. I mean, not having security, and you know what it means to lose your account, especially if your account has like a huge following, you use it for business purposes, you're an influencer, a creator, maybe a coach. There are so many coaches on Twitter who have like different programs that they run. I think this is okay for you to actually protect your account. It's just $8. If you make more than that in a month, you should definitely look into paying that Another opportunity around us in Africa is Starlink. So they are testing this new satellite internet service that will allow you to connect from almost anywhere on land in the world. So if you have like a Starlink roaming account, you buy their kits and of course you pay for their services, so you can use it from anywhere on land in the world. The company says that users can expect Starlink typical high speed, low latency service intermixed with a brief period of poor connectivity or none at all, but this will improve dramatically over time. Starlink has been approved in some African countries like Rwanda and Kenya and unavailable in other African countries also, but it's unclear how it will deliver on its promises to provide internet access virtually everywhere. I mean, how can you say once you have it here, you can use it anywhere in the world? It's a whole big promises that they are putting out there for people who are going to patronize their service. The funny thing is, this morning on the work group chat, someone actually tagged this post and tagged my boss and kind of just telling him to look into it. I mean, it's really great if the office can provide this kind of service for its staff force and everything. You can use it wherever you are in the world, meaning that after work hours, you can also continue to enjoy this roaming service in your homes, different venues, or wherever you go to. Maybe you're at a party, you don't need to start looking for internet service or trying to buy yourself a data plan. You can continue using this service. It's actually a good one, don't you think? It is. But right now, people responsible for the Starlink kits are outside the US, and they're going to be responsible for the importation of record for the Starlink kit, and they're going to be responsible for seeing how this kit can get to areas where the company does not have coverage, like where the global roaming service in some areas are poor or not reachable. So they will be the one to look into getting the kit across. Definitely a good way for people to enjoy not so expensive roaming service, and definitely go play some music. I think I've been saying definitely. I don't know what's it with the word today, but it's a good word. I mean, it's been a few months of talking about tech layoff. And right now, latest people on the list is Cheaper Cash. They reduced their workforce again. I think sometime last year, Cheaper Cash actually reduced their workforce. So the African startup cross-border payment company Cheaper Cash has reportedly let go of 140 employees, or more than a third of its workforce. Although 50% of those impacted are Nigerians, the layoff affected staff from the IT, engineering and leadership, technical program manager and analyst department. So this follows a previous 13% headcount reduction in December 2022, which resulted in the termination of over 50 employees from the product marketing and compliance department. This fintech company reportedly shut down its cryptocurrency division and sent all its employees home. Nearly half of the staff members in all other departments are advised to have left. However, the engineering department, which sources claim was particularly clumsy before this and was possibly reduced for the right reasons, received the most significant cut.
Thanks for listening, and don't forget to catch up on all the live shows right here on africatechradio.com.